special guest with us today. John Ducheneau, he is the chair of our board of directors, and he started with the YMCA as a camper at Camp Marrowbone, just like you guys. And he's here with us tonight to share his story.
I came down to camp to get away from the hardships that I was going through at home with my family. I was getting into trouble, I wasn't listening, and I wasn't doing good in school.
The Sioux YMCA, we serve youth that reside on the Cheyenne River Reservation.
A lot of the families get caught in depression, alcohol and drug abuse, violence.
Around here they call summer a season of sadness. The drinking and the bad part of the family problems didn't really start happening until the summertime.
When I asked our campers, what do you want to be when you grow up, they would look at me with these blank stares. When you have an unemployment rate that hovers anywhere between 70 to 90%, you know, that's a fair response.
This is indigenous to this area, and it's really significant in the Lakota culture.
To me, youth development is working with the young people on the reservation and helping them see a bright future for themselves. The Sioux Y plays a critical role in doing that.
Are you guys all ready to go on the hike?
Yes!
All right, let's go.
I believe that if it wasn't for Camp Marrowbone starting in the summers, I would never have gotten to see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And Camp Marrowbone is where it all began.
Working with John is an amazing experience because of the passion he brings to the Sioux YMCA. As a former camper, he is so inspiring in that he sets the bar for the rest of us. He really pushes us to make sure that our campers have the same experience he did. Being able to work with somebody who's so close to my age, he's not only a role model for me, a guide for me, he's also a friend. He gets what an amazing experience it can be, and he's so encouraging.
I was a shy kid when I first came to camp. It took me a lot to sing along with the counselors, but by the end of the week, I was going home and singing the same song. So camp took me out of my shell. If I didn't come to Camp Marrowbone, I probably wouldn't have went to college.
He really understands a camper can leave Camp Marrowbone feeling that sense of, you know, I can do it, that sense of empowerment, that sense of strength.
I started as a volunteer. I ran a 10K, and I met the CEO of the Y of the USA.
It was like, wow, you could compare it to like the President of the United States coming to the reservation.
He made an impact on me because he gave us a donation to run our Y and keep you guys going. So I wanted to give back to you guys and do as much activity as I can.
I said, yes, John, I think you would be a great board member.
Mona asked me to be on the board when I was 21 years old, and I kept thinking at that time, will I be able to work with the kids?
What's most amazing about John is his passion. It's contagious.
I hear that I'm one of the youngest chief volunteer officers in the country. My role as the board chair is to lead the board into the policies and decisions for the Sioux YMCA, and to give back to our youth. I need to be aware of my surroundings and take pride in my position, and to serve the communities that are on the reservation in the best way that I can.
It's our hope, you know, as the board, that we're helping him as he grows into his leadership.
The experience that I had when I went to the different conferences that I've attended, I believe has opened my eyes even more that I need to step up my level of responsibility and giving back as much as I can to my community and the people here on the reservation. And from my eyes today, it's important that I make that a safe, cultural, and unique experience for our kids, because that's how I feel my role as board chair is.
His stories that he tells gives us ideas of ways that we can connect what Camp Marrowbone was with what it is today, and that's invaluable. That's absolutely invaluable.
My experience with camp has changed me in my life.
John is a great example of what the Sioux YMCA can do for youth development.
When I hear the word youth development, to me it means we need to take into perspective our cultural values and the wise values, and follow those values as far as generosity, wisdom, courage, and respect. And for our youth to develop into those kind of people.
Waters of Lake Oahe lies a beautiful Camp Maribone, dear to you and me. As we grow and face through struggles, one thing will
inspires us to make this camp experience the best we possibly can for our kids, so one day they can follow in John's footsteps, because I really do think that our communities would be a much happier place if we had a few more Johns in the world.